I think being a cultural historian, like being in touch with the material that you find in the place where it was produced is remarkable, right? I mean, I remember one time I believe I was in the National Archives in Pierrefitte, which is on the north side of Paris. It's kind of in the suburbs. It's outside of Paris, but it's on the north side of Paris. I was going through materials, and it was a letter written to, I have to remember if I get this right. Yes, it was a letter written to the Kulturliga's library. They had two in the 1930s. They had one at their People's University, and then they had one in Lancry, which is this building at 10 de Rue de Lancry, which is near the Place de la République. And it was a letter in French signed by Henri Barbusse, who was this very well-known, very famous kind of interwar French writer. And I remember, like, I just sat there just staring at this document, like outside of Paris, right? I mean, he's this very, very well-known. He wrote a very famous novel about World War I. It was very popular in Paris and France and the world, really, translated in Yiddish. And the Kulturliga had asked him to kind of be part of an event that they were doing, and he very graciously said that he was going to be out of town, he couldn't attend it. But it was one of those moments that I'm holding this letter that's written by this very famous French, he was a communist leftist author, to the Kulturliga. Like that was, also right there in Paris. And I just, it was just one of those moments that, like, as a historian, I just think it's so fun. Like it's, you sit there and you're like, this was signed by this person to this Yiddish cultural organization that had invited him to give a talk at some event that they were planning. Like, this is remarkable. And there's something about, like, encountering those documents, like, a 10-minute, 15-minute, depending on how crowded the line 12 is, to get into the city center, like, a quick metro ride away, and this is where all this is happening. So it's really exciting to me to come across these documents. And I have had experiences recently that have been amazing, presenting some of this research in Paris. Because there's people whose parents were part of this world that I'm writing about. And I get people all the time still writing to me and saying, can you tell me about X? Can you tell me about Y? I always heard about this, always heard about that, but we didn't know about it. Can you tell me more about Piat, this Yiddish theater troupe that I write about? Can you tell us more about Ikut, this other Yiddish theater troupe I write about? And people, like, asking me, can you please tell us about our history? And, like, that has been amazing to me. Like, they will suffer through my terrible French giving a talk just because they're that interested. And, like, to me, it's an amazing privilege and experience to have to, one, encounter these amazing documents, and then be able to write about them and then present this material to a community that still remembers this stuff. They remember. I write a lot about this building. That the building still exists, but it's not a theater space anymore. It's not active in the way it was in the interwar and post-war years. It's called Lancry. And I've met people who lived there. So, like, there was a theater space that had office spaces, but they also had apartment buildings in it. There still is apartment buildings in it now. And people have told me, it's like, oh, I lived there. And, like, I totally remember all of this, but I didn't know the extent of what was going on in this building. And it's just really amazing to have people come up to me and really react to kind of what you're doing. I think that sometimes as an academic, we think that we're writing for, like, a handful of people. And probably that's all who will read the book, but, like, you have the opportunity to present this material in these places like Paris. And the reception has been, like, remarkable.